I really believe that in this season, God is doing a new thing. And my topic for the day is the reinvention and the reveal, right? So I'll briefly introduce myself. I am Lillie Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand. The purpose of my brand is to help you grow spiritually and financially. So definitely tap in with me. My website is theglamceo.com. It's Glambitious IAM on Instagram and Facebook. And you can also follow the Glambitious Club on Clubhouse. So I'm so excited to speak on this message because I think it's something that all of us can relate to. And if you can tell, I have a lot of energy, so I speak a little fast. So I encourage you to get a piece of paper and a pen so that you can really map out your reinvention and the reveal, right? So when I started, to come up with this topic, I was like, okay, what is the actual definition of reinvention? And it is the action or process through which something is changed so much that it appears to be entirely new, right? And what did I just say? God is doing a new thing in this season. So that is something to be excited about, right? So in 2020, I feel like for many of us, the entire year felt like a setback, right? It was like a shutdown and a setback. And so you may have experienced challenges in your business. I know that I did. I had to cancel 3 of my largest events, Essence Festival event that I had planned, a big event in Atlanta where I had hundreds of people coming in town, ladies flying from Canada and everywhere for my event in March. And it had to be shut down unexpectedly, as was the rest of the world. So suddenly everything shifted for me. 3 of the highest paying events that I have had to be canceled. I had to process refunds, thousands of dollars worth of refunds. And then I had to figure out, how is my business going to move forward, right? At that time, I just relocated to a new city, right? So my stomping grounds was Atlanta, Georgia, for 14 years. And then I decided, or it felt like God was calling me to Charlotte, North Carolina, because my family is closer here. So I was in a new city. The world was shut down. I had to cancel my biggest events. I had to deal with so much inconvenience, and I had to figure out how to pivot to continue generating income as a businesswoman. I've been an entrepreneur for over 10 years, and I'd never seen nothing like 2020. So whether it was a setback in your relationships, a setback in your finances, or whatever type of setback you experienced in 2020, let me tell you this. What I look at it is like a slingshot, right? And so I feel like God was just pulling us back like a slingshot. So we felt like we were getting set back. We felt like we were being stifled. Things were slowing down, and we were just being pulled back like a slingshot, right? And in 2021, guess what? God is letting that slingshot go, and we are being sprung into new territory. That's why I said he is doing a new thing, because now we are being sprung into new territory, and it is the perfect time to bounce back after the setback, right? It is the perfect time for reinvention and reveal. So when I talk about reinvention, I'm going to share 6 ways that you can really walk through this reinvention, right? The number one thing you want to do is change your perspective and your heart posture, right? So what I mean by that is to not be a bitter Betty. Leave the past in the past, right? Don't worry about what you lost in 2020. Don't worry about your finances from 2020, your relationships from 2020. If you left a man in 2020, don't even worry about it. Leave the past in the past. And that is not just for 2020. That is beyond. There may be things further in your past that you are, holding on to. But I challenge you to change your heart posture and change your perspective about the past and just move forward with the lessons and the blessings, right? And so when I say change your heart posture, that means instead of being bitter about the past, get excited about what's to come. Get excited about this year. Instead of having the perspective like, why did I have to go through that? Why did that happen to me? Why did my money get funny? Why did my man start acting up? Why my kids behave this way? Change your perspective into, you know what, now it's a new season. And so I'm going to learn some new ways of parenting to get these little kids together and get them in shape, right? Now it's a new season. So the man that I left in 2020, God is about to bring me this whole Boaz, right? That's going to sow into my purpose, that's going to uplift me. Instead of worrying about the money that I lost, I know that God is about to pull together some divine opportunities that are really going to catapult my finances. So the number one thing that I encourage you to do on this process of reinvention is to change your perspective and change your heart posture, right? So the next thing I'm going to say, number 2, is purge. Purge that house, y'all. We know that we were ordering everything under the sun off of Amazon.com in 2020, wasn't we? I was. I'm going to be honest. I was ordering everything under the sun. It's time to purge your home. You know, get rid of some of the clothes in that closet that you haven't worn since your waist was a size 28, right? Most of us probably over 40, so we don't have that 28-inch waistline. Get rid of those clothes, right? Embrace this voluptuous shape that you have and get rid of those old clothes. Get rid of the things that no longer serve you. Get rid of the mail, the papers, the plastic bags that are under that sink. You know, we all have those plastic Publix bags or Food Lion bags we've collected up and put under the sink. Get rid of those. The reason why I urge you to purge during a reinvention is because you want a fresh energy to come around you. And sometimes there are things in our home that are really holding a stagnated energy about them. So you got to purge, get rid of things that don't serve you, get rid of the clutter, go in that closet, get rid of outdated clothes, and just free your space so that new energy can come into it, right? So the next thing I'm going to say is to create a new vision for your life. You know, God is the director of this movie, right? But we're the A-list actor, so we still have some say, right? So I encourage you to create a new vision for your life. Think big, think broad. You know, there's nothing that God can't do and won't do for those that serve him, right? So create a new vision. What do you want your career to look like? What do you want your business to look like? What type of work would really feel good for you to do? I love the work that I do through the Glambitious Network. You know, and as me was saying, I get so excited to connect with women entrepreneurs one-on-one and help them change their brand and help them reinvent their business and elevate their goals and achieve the publicity that they never thought they could have. I enjoy that work. So I feel blessed to operate in that work. So ask yourself, do I feel good about the work that I'm doing? Or when I hit that alarm in the morning and am I rolling out of the bed, you know, miserably? Do I feel annoyed when I get out of bed? Like, man, I gotta get up and go. Even if you're working from home, I gotta go in this living room and hop on this Zoom call. I'm so exhausted. Life is too short to spend energy and time in places and areas that don't bring you joy. So what career would be ideal? What business would be ideal? Switch up your hobbies. Create a new vision for your hobbies. Do you have any hobbies? I sure hope so. And if you don't, create some new hobbies. That's ushering in new energy and new skill set during the reinvention, right? So for me, you know, one of my hobbies has become coloring, and I really enjoy coloring. So getting like a book off Amazon, an adult coloring book, and spending time just coloring in the pages. It could be painting as a hobby, knitting, sewing, but come up with a new hobby that you can put your energy into. Raising plants. I've seen so many people like raise and, you know, these plants, and it's flourishing all over their home. Now, God didn't give me a green thumb, so that ain't my ministry. That ain't my hobby of choice, but it could be yours. So get a new hobby. You know, think about your friend circle. Maybe you should get a new friend circle. Now, I'm not saying abandon your old friend circle, but we're talking about reinvention, right? So get some women in your circle that are excited about the new thing that God is doing, and they can speak into you, right? I always invite women to join the Glambitious Club on Clubhouse because we host devotional rooms and community rooms to bring like-minded women together. And there's nothing wrong with your old set of friends. Those are your riders. Those are your ride or diers. There's nothing wrong with them. But in this season of reinvention, it's important to bring in people that can give you a new energy, a new excitement that can elevate you. You should not be the smartest person in your circle. You should not be the person that makes the most money or the person that dresses the best. No, I want a circle around me that is pulling me to better, right? I do have all types of friends from the time I was 7 years old and beyond, but I love connecting with new women that are like-minded and have different perspectives on life as well. And I challenge you to look at that when you're creating a new vision. Describe these new friends that you want to meet up with. What about fitness? Like, you have to get a new fitness regimen, or a fitness regimen at all, right? So recently I went to Orlando with family and I fell off the bandwagon, y'all. We were eating everything under the sun. But once I got back, I said, okay, it's time for some reinvention. Summer is around the way. I'm almost 40 and I'm trying to be summertime fine. So I'm incorporating a new fitness regimen that includes diverse workouts, right? So there are workouts in Charlotte where they'll be on the rooftop doing Zumba. There's a workout where they'll be doing yoga on the patio. So I'm adding a variety, which is something new for me, a variety to my fitness regimen. And that's a part of my new vision. My new vision for Lillie is an active woman, is a woman that enjoys trying new things and stretching her capacity in all areas of life. I want to stretch my capacity when it comes to my fitness, stretch my capacity when it comes to my lifestyle, when it comes to my business, when it comes to my friends, when it comes to the work that I'm doing to serve God. I want to keep stretching my capacity. And that's what reinvention allows you to do. It brings you out of stagnancy and into a new season. Because like I said, y'all, God is doing a new thing. The next thing I want to say is create small goals, right? So it's enough. It's not enough to just create this grand vision. Like, ooh, I want to travel every quarter. I want to work out. I want to get these new friends. Okay, now that we have the vision, you have to put some action, right? Faith without works is dead. So you got to put in some works so that you can reach these goals. So create really small goals to meet each of those points on your new vision map, right? So for example, if you decided I would like some entrepreneur friends, then you want to follow Glambitious on Clubhouse because that's where you'll meet other entrepreneur friends. If you're like, you know what, I actually want to join a boot camp so I can start working out more frequently or make working out fun, find a boot camp and actually sign up for it, right? That's an action item. So I challenge you to create small goals towards whatever this new vision for your life is. You know, for me, I want to start back traveling. And so I'm planning a 1-week vacation where I can go to Florida and spend my week there in paradise at the beach that I love, right? So I definitely encourage you to create this new vision of your life and take steps to it. Now, if you're saying, Lillie, I'm not spending money going to Miami, I'm not getting on a plane during COVID, I don't blame you. But there are local Airbnbs and you can still get a little staycation happening in your city to change your environment and work towards this vision of a lifestyle that you have where you're not just waking up going through the motions every day, waking up, getting on Zoom, doing your Zoom calls, doing your work, putting the kids to sleep or cooking, whatever your regimen is. Shake it up. This is the reinvention season. So it's time to wake up earlier, go to bed later, whatever it is to change up your routine. I encourage you to do it and make small goals so that this new vision actually comes into play and it's not just talk. Next, I want to say accountability. So you need to be or connected to like a mentor or a coach. I love coaching women, someone that you can speak to weekly and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do this week. And then next week, you got to get back on a call with Lillie and say, oh, Lillie, I didn't get that done. And now I'm a light some fire. Like, that's not okay, right? So I think it's important to connect with a mentor or an advisor or a coach that can hold you accountable for this reinvention process. And lastly, as it relates to reinvention, I'm going to say revitalize your look, hunty. The name of my brand is Glambitious, right? Because I believe that as ambitious women, we can embrace the glamorous side of being a woman. I think there's nothing more exciting than being a woman because we can change our look and look like a whole different person tomorrow. So embrace that. Revitalize your look. Get some braids if I'm natural under here, but I decided to get some braids with a little pop of color to revitalize this look. Next month, I may have hair down to my back. Now, that may all be a little too exotic for you. However, I would encourage you to meet with a hairstylist to do something fresh and new with your hair, right? Look up some of your favorite actresses and find a style that you resonate with and start to get clothes that resonate with this new style, new accessories, a new lipstick color that pops, right? So revitalize your look. You know, there's nothing wrong with being natural, right? I don't wear makeup every day. You know, I usually have my natural hair out in a little flow, but there's also during the reinvention season, we're talking talking about new energies. And when you have a new look, you step out. When you get a new pair of pumps, you step out. So you feel that new energy. You feel the reinvention, right? Okay, next we're getting to the reveal. So now that we've done all of that and this reinvention has happened, it's time for us to reveal it. It's time for us to shine. It's not for us to reinvent ourselves and then still be in the house Monday through Friday. No, it's time for us to shine. So when I talk about the reveal, this is what my challenge is for you to do. Book a photo shoot. You need some new, fresh images. And if you are a little bit on a budget, you can send me a direct message on Instagram, which my Instagram is there, and I'll send you a link to an opportunity for a free photo shoot. And it's based in every major city around the country. So any city you're in, they will allow you to do a free photo shoot, right? So book a photo shoot with this new look, with these new clothes, new accessories, because you're going to feel great. There's nothing like it. I love shining. I think God has blessed us with our own unique personality, our own unique quirks, our own unique look. So why not let the world see it, right? Next, I'm going to say confirm a speaking engagement. Now, I know that speaking can be very intimidating. I've been speaking for over 10 years and I still get nervous. I never say words perfectly. I'm from the South, so you might hear a little country twang pop up, but I love to speak and showcase myself and brand, and I encourage you to book a speaking engagement. Now, if you're saying, Lillie, I'm not an entrepreneur, what am I going to speak about? You're going to speak about your life, your journey, your reinvention, your marriage, your kids, your motherhood, your personal life, your development with family. There's so much in your story to share with people. Sometimes we underestimate that the challenges that we went through were specifically tied to the healing of others. So you don't have to be a business owner to get on a stage and speak and motivate other people. If you're a mom of multiples and you had, twins or triplets, you can speak to other women that are about to birth multiples or that have multiples. So whatever you resonate in your life, you can feel passionate about it and confirm a speaking engagement. I'm hosting an event for moms on May 15th. So if there are any mompreneurs interested in speaking about their journey as a mother, I would invite you to connect with me. I actually plan to host an event every month this year. So if you're like, what platform is going to allow me to speak? My platform is going to allow you to speak. So that is number 2. When we talk about the reveal, revealing yourself, your message, and your testimony. Next, I'm going to say host a local event. If not local, you can host it virtually. Right now, outside is opening a bit. So, even if you're not a business owner, you can host a local event, put it on Eventbrite. And that is another way that you're revealing yourself, your brand, your story, and your messaging. And like I said, if you're not comfortable with that, you can host it virtually, just like we're in this virtual space. And you can share it with Facebook. You can share it on YouTube and on social media because you're revealing yourself. You're revealing your story and your testimony. Next, I'm going to say, what gift have you been hiding, right? Like God has put multiple gifts in us. And sometimes there's a gift that we sit on it. We take it for granted. We don't let people know about it. We don't really lead with it. So I'm going to ask you to think about, what is it as a kid that you love to do? What is the talent that was just natural, that came easy to you, right? It's time for you to reveal that gift. For me, I love singing. So I'm going to reveal that gift very soon, right? So think about what gift you've been hiding and reveal it. Next, we're talking about the reveal, right? Confirm a magazine cover. It is so awesome to be featured on a magazine cover. Sameen has a magazine opportunity for you. I have a magazine opportunity for you, and it includes an interview and a magazine cover. You can print it off. You can frame it. You can put it on your desk, right? Because that is the reveal. That is showing people, hey, I am here to shine. I am not here to be silent, right? And lastly, as it relates to the reveal, I would challenge you to create a list of 10 power partners. Sameen mentioned, I was thinking, hey, I should have Lillie Mae speak. So I asked her to speak. And I'm here speaking. So likewise, create a list of 10 power partners that you can connect with, because where there is partnership, there is more power and there's more opportunity to be revealed and to shine and to share your message, your story, your testimony, right? So that is my message about the reinvention and the reveal. I encourage you to connect with me. I have a new program called the Overflow Series. It is an 8-week publicity accelerator to help you become highly visible and highly paid, right? So I would love to connect with you. To apply for that opportunity, simply visit theoverflowseries.com and let me help you get highly visible and highly paid during this reinvention and this reveal, because in this season, as I said, God is doing a new thing. My name is Lillie Mae, and I am done speaking.
Oh, I was